Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another edition of American Pickerman. This is Season 6. This is Episode 14. It's Sunday night, nearly midnight, so hopefully I can stay kind of perky. And, you know, keep you entertained for a little bit. Speaking of perky and entertained a little bit, how about that opening? Pretty frightening indeed. So that's what I'm going to open with after I ramble on here for a second. Friday, didn't get a chance to go out, and that's not true, went out for about half an hour, but didn't find anything. I wasn't on my normal route. I had to go to Boulder to do something, and then I had to go back to work, and in between I kind of did a little running around hoping to find something. Didn't. So that was Friday. Saturday, took a while, but after much driving around, like 4 hours worth of driving around, finally got enough for today's show, this week's show, this episode. And so let's go right into the voodoo thing there. Stopped at a yard sale, and somebody else who was at the yard sale, not the yard sale the yard saler, I don't know. The person who was running the yard sale, not him, a visitor like myself, said, what's the deal with these masks, which I hadn't even gotten to yet, but you're perked up right away. And the guy said that he had been a bouncer at the Voodoo Lounge nightclub in Manhattan back in the day. I think he said back in the 90s, but I don't recollect. Anyway, so back some time ago. So, and then the place closed down, and he thought it was okay, or he just decided to take some of the decorative masks off the wall, which he did, and had them in his house for a while, and then decided to take them down, and he went with like an old Hollywood format, he told me after the fact. Anyway, there were 6 of these shorter ones and another little bit shorter one even than that. The 6 of them I think were from the lounge. The other one looks like it came from Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something. So I got the 6 short ones, the one that isn't like the others, and then the tall one, the big fella there. I got all those for $60. So kind of a pot shot there. I mean, I thought the Voodoo Lounge, I thought that sounded familiar, like that would be a place, you know, like, what is it, Club 57 or whatever it is, I don't know, one of those hot spots in New York that people would remember, thinking that, yeah, that was also the title to Rolling Stones LP, and maybe that the Stones got their title from that place, or maybe that place got the title from the Stones LP, more likely that. Anyway, I'm rambling on way too long about this. Paid $60 for that lot. I have no idea what they're going to go for. I'm going to try for $20 to $30 per mask, and we'll see how that goes. That was kind of an expensive crapshoot. That's a very expensive scratch ticket. That's like a big $50 scratch ticket. I'd have to use a big coin to scratch a ticket that big. Anyway, there's my opener, and now let's move on to the rest of the junk. Really wasn't a bad week at all, even though I only went out Saturday. Didn't get a ton of things, but got some very good things. Let's go looking, shall we? For $5, got 2 of these and another stove, which I will show you in a moment. This is a camp stove. This is a Svea, S-V-E-A, S-V-E-A, Svea. It's a camp stove from Sweden, I believe. It's like a military issue kind of thing, although this wasn't a military issue. This is what they give to them. They say, here, go in the field, cook yourself a squirrel. So it's all in there. Everything's complete. It looks good. It looks like it was maybe used one time. So what did I pay, like $5 for the 3? So that's like $1.33 if my math is correct for this, and they sell for around $60. I'm going to shoot for $75 for this guy because it's in such very nice condition. So $75 each, 2 of these, identical. And then, hold on, let me show you the other one. Looky what I got. Whoa! This is the other one that I'll show you. It's an Optimus 8R, Model 8R. I'll take this one apart a little bit to let you take a look at it. It's a camping stove, again. A very compact little model that I guess is quite desirable because $1.33 for this one as well. This will probably go for about $100 to $150, so a good find on that one. I think I had one of these a while ago, and I was happy then too. I got this, but I'm just going to show you pictures because it weighs like 10 pounds and I don't feel like holding it in my lap and holding it up because the pictures just look better anyway. So take a look. Yeah, this is, I think it's called a sardius. It's a scale, and I only wish it worked. I paid $2 for it, and I plugged it in, and the numbers showed up for a second there, kind of fluttering and saying, yeah, I don't want to work, and then it didn't. It just pooped out. And now it's dead. But for $2, I took a shot on it, and working, $150 to $200 for it. Not working, I don't know. I'll still put it up there, see what happens. Maybe I can get $50 for it. We'll see what happens. I said. What else? Oh, here's from that same person. I got, from this one person, I got all this stuff for $12, including that scale, and this, and some other things that I will show you eventually. Anyway, this is a K&E. This is a little level. You just look through the end here, and I don't think you can see in there. Well, you can, but you can see this little level in there, and there's a marker, and I have no idea what it's used for, but my guess is it's to see if things are level or to make things level. Comes with this lovely leather case, and so this was basically $1, and these go for about what the heck was it, like 15 to 20, I think. So good deal there from the same sale. Picked up these magic cubes.
4 full power flashes and 1 tiny cube.
I'll say I picked these up for $0.25. And this will go for $10 to $12. So don't forget to pick up those magic cubes.
4 full power flashes and 1 tiny cube.
A little jewelry. Should we take a look at a little jewelry? Not much, only 4 pieces. So here it is anyway. Okay, so going from worst to best, as it is most exciting, picked up this little necklace here. It's 1/20th 12 karat gold filled, so not a whole lot of value there, but we'll just throw it on the pile. Next, least valuable item, this is a JCL sterling pin. Not much value there, maybe $5. And then this, it's got a patent date of 1911. It's a Boy Scout Be Prepared pin. You saw it, and you'll see it here. There it is. That's about $10. And this is the best of the lot. This is the Expert Rifleman. This is militaria. This is probably from the guy was in the Navy, but everything I saw on eBay said this is a Marine medal. Let's put it up there. Yeah, that's not. Anyway, that goes for about $20 to $30. So that's the best piece of jewelry for the week, and that's it for jewelry. So back to the other stuff. From that same sale where I got everything for $12, picked up this Foxfire set here, 1 through 3, and the little slip cover set here. Perfect condition, a little aging, but they've never been read. They smell delightful. And these will probably go for, if memory serves, I looked them up, but what was it? I think about $40, so that's $1 for 40, so that's good. Same sale. Picked up this glove. It's signed. Well, not really signed, but it says Bob Bailey in there. And won't you come home, Bob Bailey? Won't you? No, that's Bill Bailey. Anyway, very nice. It's a junior glove there, but really nice condition. And I think that's another easy, probably $30 right there. That was a good find. Same sale. So I'm going to say this is $1. This is a Flexeret camera, kind of similar to that Rolleiflex I had the other day. Only this one seems to work. If I can remember how to. There. And yeah, so the other one didn't do that, and the shutter didn't work on the other one. It's not perfect. It's got a few flaws in it, but I think this is still worth around $50. So that's a good find. Another good find from the same sale are these 2 U.S. standard sieves. Right there, they are stacking, and let me show you. It's got the lid. All of us in Colorado know all about lids.
Listen up. that was my skull. I'm so wasted.
So this is a number. This is a number 4 gauge, and so bigger holes. And this is the number 40 gauge right here. Smaller holes, very fine, and then a catching cup. So the 3 of those, probably sell them as a set and maybe get $40 to $50 for that. So I enjoyed buying this piece. Just a couple more pieces from that sale. Most everything I bought was from that sale. That made my day. I'll get to that later. So this says New York Times, January 20th, 1928. So I opened it up. It was taped shut. Opened it up, took a look, and what do you suppose was inside? Well, it's a newspaper from 1928 in perfect condition with a little certificate of authenticity there. She gave that to me for $1. It was all part and parcel with a $12 deal. I couldn't find an exact match to this, and it wasn't a particularly important date in history, although it does have a Charles Lindbergh reference in there. So I'm just going to guess like maybe $25, $30 for that. Oh, and with the sieves comes the how to use them. I'm guessing you could put flour through them, make your cake all fluffy.
Historically, flour was sifted to remove bugs or lumps when flour was made from a more primitive process than today. Today, most flour is pre-sifted, and you really only need to sift if the recipe directs you to do so before measuring.
Lastly, at that place, that same sale, I went to the garage, took one last look around, and found this up on the shelf. It's pretty nasty and pretty dirty, but looked inside and found a pristine Coleman lantern, much like this one. I guess I could take it out. I'm not busy. I'm not doing anything else. Just take it out. It's a little dusty in there. I'll try not to break it. It has, a few spare mantles in there. And a protective ring. And a lot of dust. But here it is. It's the beauty. It's the red one. It's got the sun on the bottom, which everyone looks for. It's dated 1967. It's never been fired up. It's perfect condition. And looks like this goes for, I think, like $75 to $100. So she gave that to me again for $1. She really, this was her father's house. And while she didn't seem like too emotionally upset or anything, because maybe he died a while ago, I don't know. She just wanted to get rid of everything. So it's like, here, $1, get out of here, get it out of here. So I did. I lied. Found some more stuff that I got from the gal. So this is obviously the guy died, and this is his ceremonial flag that the military gave him. It's 50 stars. I was kind of hoping it was only 48, but it was 50. But it's a nice big flag, and that'll probably go for 25 to, I'm not even positive, maybe 25, maybe 40, $50. I don't know. It's a nice one. And that was inside this bag. This exact bag from King Soopers, my favorite store to shop. I won't take everything out. I'll just tell you that it's a full set of sailor, Cracker Jack sailor outfit. That's it. Good Lord. Either my head's really big, or that guy had a really small head, or this thing shrunk. One of those several things. Anyway, okay, you got that. That looks great. That's fabulous. Yeah, I got a big head. That's probably what it is. Anyway, there's wool pants in there. There's a wool jacket. There's the white pants. The whole thing. A couple of patches. I think these go for around $40. So there you have it. And that is everything that I got from that lady. And that was pretty much everything I got for the day. I did spend probably a good half hour at a yard sale just looking and drooling and saying I want. It was comic books. I have a weakness for comic books, and these were all Silver Age from the 60s. Not from the 60s, sorry, from the 70s. Mid-70s, a lot of Superman, a lot of DC, a lot of Marvel, but a lot of lesser desirable comics, the What Ifs, the Marvel team-ups, those kind of things. Conan's, Sergeant Rock's, good comics, and they were all in pretty good condition. There were some Golden Age ones in there, Joe Palooka, and little Lulu, I don't know, little somebody, and a couple other ones that I'd heard of, but some Daffy Duck, Donald Duck, those type of things. But those were in pretty rough shape. So anyway, there was probably about 200 comics that he had left that he said he would part for $120. this close to buying it, that close to buying it. It would have been so much work to try and get my money back out of it, and I've already got 8,000 comics on hand here that I'll have to get rid of someday. And I just because there weren't any real fetches there, I just couldn't pull the plug on it. So I walked away without the comics, but did buy these for $5. There's about 40 books here. I'll just go through them really. Well, I'm not going to go through every one because that's really boring and I have to speed it up and that gives people headaches. Anyway, Monsters of the Movies, got one of those. These are all from the 70s, a couple from the 80s. A Crazy, that's a Marvel publication. A couple of cartoons, which are always good to get, especially if you get the older ones. These are from the 70s, and they'll go for a little bit. Maybe I'll get 10, 15 bucks for the pair, but ones from the 60s are a little bit better than that. A number of Cracked, Mad's competition in the day, and a couple of National Lampoons from the 70s and 80s. I always like to get those as well. Earlier ones better. And this stack of about 25 assorted Mads, all from the mid-70s, all in fairly good condition, and all worth only about $2 to $5 a piece. Nothing spectacular there, except maybe the Star Trek one I might get. You want to see the Star Trek? You do? Let me show it to you. The Star Trek cover. There it is. Jim and Spocko there. That's worth about $10. Overall, I can sell these in small lots and get my money and probably get probably $75, $80 for the whole work. So a good find. Okay, well I looked high and low and high, and I can't find anything that's new that I didn't show you from this past week's purchases. So I guess in a nutshell, I'm saying that's it. That's everything. That's the show. So thanks for coming by. Stay tuned for updates on a few things that sold last week. Next week, hope to do it all again. My Friday morning will be free, as far as I know right now. Anyway, Fridays have been full this year, so it's only been like almost half a year of yard sailing. But that's all right. We're doing okay. Still, not a whole lot of yard sales out there for some reason. Not sure what the deal is, but we're pushing through. We're making and pushing through. That's what we're doing. And I'm rambling, so I'm just going to say goodbye, and I'm going to go to bed. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you next time. See ya. Take care.